It's Rosa Hart, and today I'm going to pick one of the guys that I disliked. So, as you know, so far there was only two characters I didn't like Mr. Devilman and Mr. Lying to Everyone. One. So, eeny, miny, mo, catch a date by the toe. I'll have to date you. Okay. Chapter 1. The Unshakable Woman. What? You need me to step in for you? I'm so sorry. He's a good kid, so it'll be a piece of cake. I know I can count on you. Later. Wait just a second. A dim beep of disconnecting phone came from the line. This isn't fair. The person on the phone was one of my stylish co-workers. Unfortunately, they have a double booking and cannot be there 4 times. He's so nice. There's no one I'd rather work for. I remember how lovely my coworker made Tag sound all over the phone. It was nothing less than a complete lie. You won't speak a word to anyone, or else. We might as well have been talking about two separate people. This was supposed to be my day off, and how was I stuck with Tang? I roll out of my bed and began to get ready for work. Welcome, today's guest in Punawai. That's right, it's no other than the Wild Papa Chan. When I hear the name mentioned on TV, I spit out water. That was drinking all over. You're so popular these days, I can't get a few hours without seeing your face on TV. It's all thanks to my awesome fans to be nothing without them. Damn it, I hate censors. Why? Fans always so loud anyway. What kind of star says that about their fans? I remember his nasty language while his eyes were glued to the TV. The camera zoomed in and on his face in a cheerful smile. When he looked straight in the camera, my heart skipped a beat. If I hadn't spared the dark side, I might adore him like the others do. Work is work. It doesn't matter what he likes to me. As I went to power off the TV, the program heads to commercial break. For a split second before breaking station, Tag looked absolutely demolished. To my eyes, his face looked sad and painful. I only caught a glimpse of that face before the commercial came on. Why am I still watching TV? I'm going to be late. Time to go to work. I powered off the TV as the program came back, and Ted looked cheerful as ever, throwing on just enough makeup to get by and sped out of the house. Through as I hurried, I couldn't get the image of Ted's pale face out of my head. I was on my way to Ted's location when a bourbon caught my attention. Ted was on the avenue for women's makeup. Half naked, he looked down, posing the street with a sexy pose. It was getting a lot of attention lately since he was the first male model for women's makeup. Oh my god, look at that! He's so sexy. I wish my boyfriend was that cool. Girls waiting with me as crosswalk point at him giggle. It wasn't about to deny that he was attractive. He was ripped and muscular, unlike most Japanese men. At age 23 years old, he looked much more mature and sexy in his image. I like to get alone with him, if you know what I mean. Their lively chat and gossip continue. Shut the hell up. I thought I heard something familiar. It was the same earned voice that I heard during the other day. I glanced nervously over to look at the surrounding. Well, good morning. Nice language there you got. That was definitely Tanaka. Don't be so effing loud. Ryan pulls some headphones out of his bags and put them over his ears. He begins to bob his head along with the music. Since I was going to meet with him, I thought it was a good idea to greet him now. Really? Sure, sweetheart. If you want to greet him now, go ahead. I thought it would be awkward just to sit and stare at him. Well, why would that? Yeah, that would be awkward. And I don't know why I would have that option. Sit and let's stare at him. Hey, Tanaka. I call out at him, but he didn't even take notice to me. Tanaka. This time I yelled out loud and clear. He didn't hear me and turned my way. When he saw my face, he pulled his headphones off and smirked. Tanaka. Shh. Huh? Be quiet. Push a finger on my lips while showing me a charming smile. Please don't say anything. I pulled back his finger. His face glows with a rosy smile. It's 'cause a sense if anyone else knows it's me. He put his hands back as if he begs me to stay quiet. It appears that he considers me for one of his crazy fans. I guess he didn't recognize me after all. Unsure on how I felt by that, I caved my gaze to the ground. What's wrong? You feeling alright? I'm fine. It took everything I had to muster those words. It was so much of a shock that he didn't even recognize my face. To top it off, my heart was still racing from when he put his fingers on my lips. Good. Flashed a smile at me as if relieved. I knew it was nothing, but then his stage smile. Ty leaned forward to me and put his face right next to my ear. Your warm breath over my chill skin gives me goosebumps. Thanks. Hope we meet again. After whispering into my ear, he hushed to the other side of the street where the light changed. Now I knew for sure he hadn't recognized me. I watched his broad shoulders sway as he crossed. The many sides of his flash before my mind. His arms straight, his dark side, his sad face on TV. I passed a parachute bump my shoulder while I daydreamed and snapped me out. I better hurry. I looked at the billboard and my eyes met with Tang once more. Seeing him half naked, staring back at me was enough to me short of breath. Even so, he's a star, and I was nothing more than a stylish. Shake my head absent any phone I had. I shoved quickly across the street. The sight of what I saw looked back at me, mirror, stood horrified. My hair was a mess, my skin looked awful, my eyes had ugly bags. Of course, that's all was regard of rushing to work this morning. I went to my makeup and borrowed a set from someone there. While putting on my lipstick, it finally occurred to me. I had been losing it lately. Whenever I run late, I skip my makeup and look a mess. Plus, not only was I late the other day, but not once again today. This was beginning to turn into a real problem. You need to act pressure around stars at all times. I remember those words from my coworker sharing with me when I started working here. Close the lipstick cap. Snap, I loud sigh. After thinking the person I borrowed it from, I head off to search for our room. When I found him, I stared at the letters of his name right down on the door. It had met time just a little bit early, so he definitely should have arrived by now. I never snapped on the door. There was no response, so there I said. Once again I knocked, this time more firm. It's Shane, you're stylish. Come in. A polite voice comes in from inside. Excuse me. I was sitting in his chair reading a book when I entered. Good morning, I'm Jane, your stylist. Good morning. And with the book, he spoke back without taking his eyes off of it. I was surprised enough to catch him reading. A model like him, I figured would just party and have fun all day. Looked out at his book, his eyelids appeared so long it is sun. He was, without a doubt, a very handsome man. I had been staring at him for some time when he finally looked up at me. Our eyes met for a brief minute. I was sure he caught me staring at him. When he noticed my face, his expression turned into disgust. You're that Jane, huh? He slammed his book shut with a pop glare at me. Had he actually remembered me? Jane Smith, you're the eavesdropper. He had caught me off guard saying my full name that I shouldn't have from my sentence. Are you that big a moron you can't even talk? No. I had just been so shocked that he remembered me. Did anyone ever tell you not to stare at people like that? I'm sorry. It looked like all his staring had upset him. You know, when we met at the crosswalk? He looked at me suspicious. I don't remember seeing you. Right outside from when we met at the crosswalk? He rolled his eyes, trying to remember. Also, oh yeah. He looked at me, finally remembered, and leans towards to me. With his face right behind my ear, he takes a whiff and says, You're right, you do have the same smell. What smell? Like swag. No way. I grab my shirt and take a who left of it. Huh? You're a work of art. Turning suddenly burst out and laughed while doubling over his stomach. You don't have to laugh that hard. His laugh finally ended and he turned to me with tears in his eyes. I haven't laughed like that in ages, huh? I was joke. You smell like soap. I love that smell. He reached towards and grabbed the cheeks between his hands. As if right in my face statue, his eyes studied me. Being stared at by him for so close made my heart pound in my chest like a drum. What happened to you? His hands felt colder and colder as my face warmed up to blush. What happened? Your face looks so different now. I haven't had on much makeup earlier, but the difference shouldn't have that done. I haven't done my makeup earlier. Oh. Just plopped back into his seat and Doug and began to read his book again. Do I really look that different? It's just, I don't care. Huh? I'm not wearing consent and I'm not about to remember your face unless I care. And how we met, I thought he would at least care a little. Could I at least remember my face? Then cut me off with a curled nasty remark. Shut up, huh? You talk too much, garbage girl. Meanie. He cast a nasty look at me, returning his eyes back to his book. I couldn't hardly believe how rude he acted. According to how he treated me, he looked like an absolute angel during shooting. Try brighten the camera up. Get more of face in the frame. That's it. Wonderful. I think it's perfect. Watching him work, it seems to me that he was starting to up a piazza. It seems a bit depressing, though. Hey, stylish. For what reason he tried so hard? Hey. He had a bad mouth and acted like a jerk sometimes. Jane. On the other hand, he seemed so handsome and friendly when he's laughing earlier. You. When I lost and thought Dan had come up to me and got in my face. I'm talking to you, you trash bag. He got to me in an angry voice. Don't you have a job? I've been calling you a name for a while now. Sorry. Hank, is everything okay? One of the staff members called out from him the other side of the room. It's fine, just getting some clothes ready. He answered with a gentle voice before turning around and glaring at me. His expression went from happy to evil in his senses. Go get me a hat. One of them match this outfit. Okay, what kind do you want? Your style, you decide. It's your job. I couldn't argue with that. It was embarrassing enough to have zoned out in the middle of a word. Got it. I'll bring it right away. You got 10 seconds. What a devil. Alright, back to the weight room. I saw the hat were laying about. I decided to pick what style on. Probably the red one. I started on the red pattern and ran back to the studio. You're slow. Maybe not, Black. Here. As I brought back the wrong style. Not bad for a girl that reeks like trash. I managed to meet he was okay with it. Brief of flight, I watched on as he continued the shooting. Okay. As he posed for the flash camera, I had admitted he good looking. After shooting was over, Chen popped down in a chair in the waiting room to read. I was curious what he could be so interested on reading. While ordering some clothes, I glanced at the cover of his book. It read The Mountain Monk. It was a book I loved so much that I carried it everywhere. I even brought it today and dragged through my bag to receive it. I wanted to show him, but I was afraid he might get angry for disturbing him. Try to talk to him. 10. What? He looked at me immediately, but I continued anyway. That's a great book, isn't it? I have it too. Look. Nice. It's dirty as hell. He was right through the cover of mine as stain yellow from use. What? Did you drop it in the toilet? No. It's just worn out from reading it so much. Nice. I was expecting to see you reading the same book as mine. He turned his eyes up at me, curious. Hey, Jane. Yes? I skipped a beat as he called out my name all suddenly. I was hoping he wasn't mad at me again. However, what he said next, I wasn't expecting at all. What's with you? I waited actually to get chewed out by him. After a moment staring, he said something I hadn't expected. Aren't you scared of me? No. Huh? The question was sudden and I wasn't sure how to respond right away. I asked you a question. Aren't you scared of me? He slammed his hand down immediately on the table. Did he scare me? Sometimes he did, but I'm more curious than scared. What does that mean? I'm wondering which side of you is the real one. And you remembered my name. I told you, I'm not stupid grandpa that can't remember what he asked for breakfast. And you laughed. At you, only because you're a moron. Still, it makes me think you might not be as bad after all. At first look, he looked surprised to hear that. But after a second, a sudden grin pulled his lips. I get it now. What? You're some good little girl that knows nothing about this world. Tag stands up from this chair. You want me to show you. You want the real me. Jan, do you have my wooden knife? Because you're going to need it. I'm sorry. Now you're trying to be scary. What did he mean by that? With a slight chuckle, he walked closer to me, one step at a time. Janet, find my wooden knife, quickly. Janet, you're useless. As he comes closer and closer, I fund back every step to match his. Janet, just turn around and leave for the door. Turn around, leave for the door. However, this room is small, and I quickly met the wall. Janet, you're both Grab the door and leave, quickly. His hand pushed against me and shoves me hard into the wall. Are you still not afraid of me? He challenged me with a glare, bringing his face even nearer to mine. I twist my neck away as he draws his face. Look at me. No! Fine. Then took his hand right off me and brought it up. Grabbed my chin, pulled it forward to look at him. You want the real me? Well, here you go. He sent smirks flashed before my eyes. We did it! Best ending! Game over! You got the guy! Kick him, Janet! Kick him! I have no idea what was about to happen next. Really? He just kissed you. Nice hair, Janet. Nice hair. It was hard to breathe. I need air. And I opened my mouth to acknowledge something warm slipped in my mouth. Yeah, his tongue. It wrapped around my tongue. Pen was stealing a kiss from me by force. As soon as I processed that thought, no. I pushed his body back with my arms as hard as I could. Stumbled back a step. What do you think you're doing? I tried to yell at him, but my words met a quirl. The hell? You're boring. I'm leaving. My head in motion to jumble, I thought it was best to get out of there. Work isn't over. He leaned forward and grabbed my arm as I went to leave. Let go! I ripped my arm away from him, but pulled so hard it smacked him in the face. Ow! Sorry. Turned around and glanced at his face. He wore the same sort of face as I saw on TV earlier this morning. My heart pounded hard in my chest when I saw that. I knew it. With his face usual, and he brushed past by as he left the room. I was left pounding the meaning of his words. Dude, what did you expect after just kissing me like that? I don't know what he thought was going to happen once he just kissed me like that, but this guy